We are going to do Booth Falls, and I'm pretty excited about it. We just want to be a little early so that we can hopefully beat some of the crowds, because this is definitely known to be a really busy hike, especially on the weekends and especially during the fall. We are heading up to Booth Falls, and it is so beautiful out right now.
The fall is coming, I can feel it. The breeze brings goosebumps to my skin. Tonight the whiskey feels stronger. Gasoline on hidden desires. So I'll throw.
Evan is online looking for snacks while he is sitting here eating snacks.
The sun's making its way onto the side that we needed them.
He busted me recording him.
Let it burn.
We are headed down now, and we got really lucky that we started as early as we did, because the trail is starting to get kind of busy now. And it's been a really beautiful morning. The colors aren't quite as orange as they were on the last hike that I was on, but I feel like these yellows out here with a little bit less orange and red is kind of what we normally get every year, but it's still really beautiful.
Is ash.
I'm really surprised how lush everything still is in the fall in Vail. The flowers are just still gorgeous right now, and it just added a lot of color to the walk in the town that's already super cute because of the buildings, but the flowers are really, really beautiful.
Another vice, grab my old lighter. This cigar helps me slow down. Thinking back to
There's an easy hike in town. Actually, it's more like a walk, but it's called the Village Stream Walk and Botanic Garden. And in the summer, this is really beautiful because when you get to the Botanic Garden, the flowers are just gorgeous and you can see hummingbirds. But even in the fall, this was actually really gorgeous because of all of the colors.
on the fire. Let it
So I actually have some really fun plans today. I'm supposed to be off-roading with my sister and my brother-in-law. I took a shower a little while ago, about 45 minutes ago, and then I sat down on the bed and I fell down a TikTok hole. I'm going to start getting ready now. I'm going to get some snacks together. I got to check the weather and figure out how I want to be dressed. Is it going to be warm? Is it going to be cold? And I think I'm going to bring Thor because he can't really hike a lot. He's getting old and it hurts his hips. He doesn't do well for a couple of days afterwards. But this is kind of good because we're just going to kind of go to the top of the mountain and then he can walk around and it's really nice and he likes it. So I'm kind of excited. I think it's going to be a fun day.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs.
Hi, Thor.
You need to get away.
Hi, baby Moj.
It's time we make a change.
Oh!
Oh, you know you'll always have me.
It looks so cool.
Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for
That's so
a ride. The two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you'll have just living off the edge. Only good times ahead. So let me put a smile upon your face. Maybe make your worries go away. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your back if you have mine. You and I wanna leave everything behind. If you wanted to, promise you we will be alright. If it's you and I, you
So I'm getting
and
Hi, Thor. Are you sitting with me? Here comes Timber, too. Anyway, I am getting ready to head to the grocery store. I'm going to pick up a couple of things for this like cinnamon apple roll recipe that I found online. I usually order my groceries online just because if you're in Colorado, you can sign up for like the Boost savings account on King Soopers, and it actually, you save so much money just on like the coupons, and for this order, things that they give you for free. Like this order, the last order I put in for my groceries, I got a bag of free apples, but it's like a 3-pound bag of apples. And so I was trying to figure out like what can I do with all these apples so they don't go bad. I'm not going to eat all of these apples before then. So I found this recipe, but I do need a couple of things for it. I just need like the Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, and then I need some cornstarch. Everything else for the recipe I already have. There's not a lot of things to it. Like I have brown sugar, I think, and all of that, but I'll check before I go. So I'm just running to the grocery store to grab those things. And then a couple things that I just forgot to have on my order, like a jar of sauce because I'm going to make raviolis this week. I'm going to go grab those things, and then I'm going to come back here and we're going to make that. And I'm a little bit in a rush because there's a perfume coming out today, and it's by, I don't know if any of you watch SML, but it's by SML, and it's Letta Fragrance, and her new fall scent's coming out. So I want to purchase that as soon as it launches, because if you're like in the first 300 people to purchase it, then you can potentially get a free tote, and it's actually really cute, and I would actually really like to use it for work. So, but let's get started on that. Okay, but even real quick before we go, look how adorable all my flowers look. I mean, well, my succulents, my plants. I just love this lighting right now for my flowers, and then my tree outside, my big yellow fall tree, just looks so pretty right now. Like, I love this spot. So does Thor. Okay, so I was able to get everything I needed. So let's go home and let's start this apple dessert really quick and hopefully get everything done before 4. Okay, now it says melt butter and cinnamon over medium heat, stir in apples, sugar, and water. Okay. 2 tablespoons of butter. And 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Clearly don't know what I'm doing. All right, stir in apples, sugar, and water. Okay, so let's do that next. Oh, here's the apples, the sugar. I'm using brown sugar, water. Cover and cook, stirring occasionally 4 to 6 minutes or until very slightly softened. So we covered it. Let's set the timer. We'll set it at 5 so that way I know to check it before the time's completely up. All right, in small dish, combine cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water. Add to the pan while stirring and continue to cook until apples are soft, not mushy, and filling is thickened. And that's it. So I mixed it and we're just letting the apples cook. And then once we're done, we'll throw it in there and see how that turns out. All right, the apples are almost done cooking, but since we're in a rush, I'm going to start the other part, which is the cinnamon rolls, and get those ready so that we can pop them in the oven. And oh my God, it already smells so good. Okay, I forgot to record it, but I added the cornstarch and the water. And now this is the consistency. I think it looks really good. It smells really good. Okay, so the directions said to let that cool, and I'm gonna get started on the cinnamon rolls. So let's see what this says. Oh, you know how these recipes are 10 pages of their life history before you can actually get to the recipe. All right, we have to preheat the oven to 350, so I'm gonna do that right now. All right, and then we need baking pan. Hold on. Cut each of the cinnamon rolls into fourths, place in a large bowl, spoon the apple pie filling into the bowl, gently stir to combine. Pour the cinnamon roll mixture into the prepared baking dish and spread into an even layer. Bake for 40 to 45 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna cut these up, mix them with the apples. How fall? All right, I'm gonna clean up this giant mess that I made while that is cooking in the oven. Almost done. Too bad you can't smell it because it smells amazing. Are we ready? Do we have the website loaded? Is it going to work? Oh boy, it's not loading. Is it already? Let's see. Ah! We got both going, just in case. iPad and the phone. I won't miss it like last time. Okay, so everything got a little bit hectic for a second because the launch was starting and I tried this already, but this came out so good. Oh my God. It's so good. I don't know what they're barking at, but I'm going to make my lunch for tomorrow, get everything ready because I have to be up super early for work, and start getting things organized, ready for, ready for the morning. And I'm gonna get all cozy in bed and I don't know, I guess just maybe watch some Netflix or probably end up on TikTok again. Okay, so I was trying to make lunch for tomorrow. I wasn't really vlogging it. I was just gonna kind of show you what I was making once it was done. But I didn't realize I don't have rice. So it's just gonna be the tofu, the cucumbers, the avocado, and the onion, even though it was supposed to be like a mixture of that over rice with like a dressing. But you get the gist. So here, let me show you. I'm not going to the store right now, but here's the onions. I was getting everything ready when I realized that there wasn't rice. And then avocado, cucumbers, and then I cooked tofu in the air fryer. And I used a little bit of cornstarch because I read online that makes it a little crispy. And it actually really did work, and it came out pretty good. So I'm gonna mix that all up, put it in here. Okay, well, here's my little tofu bowl because I don't have rice. So this will do for lunch tomorrow. The tofu came out really good. It is actually crispy with the cornstarch, so I definitely recommend trying that if you want your tofu a little bit different. And I will have hard-boiled eggs for breakfast, and I should be good for the day. I have a couple of snacks too, so it should be all right. No big deal. Okay, so I've just been sitting in bed doing a little bit of editing. I cleaned up the kitchen after I made lunch for tomorrow and all of that. Everything's done and ready. I'm gonna get my clothes together for tomorrow because I have to be up really early for work and I don't want to be fumbling around looking for it early in the morning. I'm gonna jump in the shower. I'm gonna put on Gilmore Girls or Friends just because I've seen those so many times. It's not something that like I end up staying up trying to watch. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this vlog and I will see you guys next time. Bye.